they go, oh my goodness, I have fallen again. And this shame comes over them, what I call self-hatred at my expense.
It's clear that not many churches are doing this, and it's clear even that that schools aren't doing this as these young pastors are being trained up. How do you believe we need to be pre-qualifying and treating before it ever is a problem? And then how do we remediate once we find out there's a problem in the church?
Right. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of conversation, Garrett.
Yeah. I can just turn it over to you now. You go for the rest of the show.
Well, so there was a number of, let's start with some basic foundation here.
Sure.
There are multiple surveys and studies that have been done by both Christian universities as well as secular universities who said, hey, we keep saying that pornography is impacting the Christian. What does that really look like? And regardless of whether you're serving in the body or not, they found a direct correlation between pornography use and scripture life, prayer life, church attendance. The University of Oklahoma found a direct correlation between how much pornography someone watched and whether they would serve in a volunteer role or on a committee over the next 6 years. Mm-hmm. Now, while I was writing The Healing Church, I also traveled the country interviewed more than 70 pastors and ministry leaders, counselors, people who've been through recovery, etc. And what I found there repeatedly was that some people, especially some in ministry service, might volunteer more in their church to overcome the shame they felt about their pornography use. Mm. Now, you're saying, wait, Sam, let me get this right. So they would go through this cycle of shame and perfectionism. On one side of the coin says, I have to be perfect. I can't have anybody know that I'm struggling, but I need to just grip harder, do more, pray more, serve more. And if I do that, then these temptations I can keep at bay because I'm working so hard for the church. But as they hit some triggers, what I call C triggers, social, emotional, environmental triggers that have impact on our mind, body, and spirit, then they have a fall and they reach out and they look at pornography. And then after that, then they go, oh my goodness, I have fallen again. And this shame comes over them, what I call self-hatred at my expense. It's not godly guilt. It's shame, intense, like again, self-hatred at my expense. And they wallow in that shame for a little bit. And then they're like, I've just got to get back on track and do harder and work more and serve more. And so it flips like a coin between perfectionism and shame. And we need to get out of that cycle. And when we do, we have a deeper understanding of how pornography is impacting us. And, we want at Covenant Eyes to help people understand, how did I get stuck? Why do I seem to stay stuck? And how can I live in ongoing freedom? How do I get there? And so we created this app called Victory. And within it are more than 35 courses that really answer those questions and begin guiding you on a path toward lasting victory.
This episode of Rapid Response was brought to you by CTC Math. Visit them at ctcmath.com today.